So we've got somebody that you know very well, Turkish, in the building. Let's bring him in. Grizz, of course.
Grizz
big Liverpool fan. Grizz Card, big Liverpool fan. He's in the building. Grizz, you must be feeling very confident going to the Emirates. You know, there's injuries to some key players. Not sure if Saka's going to start. Saliba, we know, is definitely out. Odegaard's definitely out. Calafiore out as well. So, looking good for you guys.
I'll just look first. Thank you for inviting me on. I was just listening to Turkish go on and on and on and moaning and complaining and groaning. Like, what's the problem here with you lot, man? What's the problem? Tell me. I'm here.
Chris, have you come to do what you done on Big Six?
No. I'm serious.
I know what you done on Big Six. I want to know, have you come to do the same thing?
Serious chat, grown up chat.
All right, cool.
We've got a couple of kids on Big Six. This grown up chat. I've come to have a grown up chat, right?
Grizz, can I just say something? Grizz, if Salah was out, Van Dijk was out, and Gravenberch was out, Grizz will be on this show with 2 white flags. Yeah, I'm telling you this for a fact, and he'll be like, "We got no chance on Sunday." But
no, there's no way. There's not at home, and this is what I'm talking about. If this was at Anfield, I'd say, you know what? I'm telling you now, we're going to smash you. We're going to beat you by 2 goals minimum. This is at your ground now. That is not the old Emirates anymore, where it's nervous, where the crowd gets on their back, where it doesn't back your team. You have got, it's like I haven't been at Emirates. I've been at Emirates last 3 seasons. You have got one of the best atmospheres when it gets popping. When it gets popping. Yeah? Like every ground, you get popping for the big games. And this is a big game. This is very similar to last season. Do you remember last season where you lot needed to beat us to get in the, I think it was about 4-point difference or something like that. It's a very similar scenario.
Yeah. Eight would have been 8 points behind if we lost to you, I think it was last
similar
season.
Scenario. Yeah. Very similar scenario. And you pulled out all the stops to beat us. I genuinely don't see, listen, you have built this squad over a period of 5 seasons now, culminating in being able to handle 2-3 injuries. Just like Man City, just like Liverpool, you guys have to deal with this pressure of having a few injuries. I am not disregarding the severity of the level of player that's injured. You're right. Saliba is Virgil van Dijk levels. Odegaard is, I don't know, Salah maybe levels to you guys. I get that. But we've had to deal with these kind of injuries many times in the past. But with a home factor and with the motivational levels at optimum, which there will be, because I told you about what your manager was saying, that press conference, man. He spent last 2-3 minutes doing a proper speech. You know what I mean? Like a Roman general type speech, man. He says, we will be flying. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you now, it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be so intriguing because this ain't Klopp coming to Emirates. If it was Klopp, shall I tell you something? In a weird way, and I love Klopp. You know how much I love Klopp. But in a weird way, this is going to be intriguingly different because I think you would have wanted a Klopp team coming there now.
100%.
Because you would have loved to hit them on the counter, Klopp playing his football, and you lot can play on the counter. Slot ain't camping on a halfway line. Slot ain't coming to press you lot. So Martinelli can make that same run he does every single time behind Trent and Saka coming in field or whoever. I think Saka will play, but whoever coming, tucking in from the right and playing that ball straight in over Trent and the right-sided centre-back. Time and time again, you lot guys have cooked us with that simple move. It's going to be different. I think it's going to be a cagey match.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cagey. I think it's going to be so cagey. It's unreal.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, sorry, we've got to get Marty in as well, but I was going to ask you Grizz, yeah? What has been the tactic then this season of Liverpool? What's been the style of play?
So I'll tell you, this is what I love about this guy. He's been different, horses for courses. There's no one method of kill he's done. Klopp only knew, Pep only knows, Arteta to a certain degree, it's their way or the highway. You know what I mean? This is how we play. Home and away, this is how we play. Slot has been so different, Robbie. I could not tell you the different formations we've played, the personnel, the tactics, who's led the press. total different. And I don't know. I've done so many preview shows this week. I don't know how we're going to set. I think I know how we're going to set up, but I don't know how the tactics is going to employ. And if we don't know, Arteta won't know. Same like for you lot, actually, because I don't think none of us, you guys, I don't think none of you guys really know how you guys are going to set up because of the injuries and everything. I mean, it's intriguing. It's not a normal Arsenal Liverpool game.
Yeah, same sort of question for you, Marty. How do you think Arsenal are going to set up this week? What do you think the tactics will be? Because, like you said, Arteta said we're going to be flying. Does that mean we go all out attack? What do you think he means by that?
Well, exactly what he said, and thank you. Like, what a compliment. And this is my point when I go to the Emirates, and what I love about the Emirates crowd and this, massive stadium that we've got, like, Anfield is a stadium I'd love to go to, but I can only imagine from what I've seen, like an iconic, iconic stadium. When players go to these grounds, you're not talking, even the smaller grounds, but this is what the fans get up for.
Guys, I need to get predictions. We are running out of time. Let's get you first, Grizz. What's your prediction for the game?
I predicted 1-1, I think, Turkish. I think I predicted 1-1 on the Big Six, so I'm not going to stick with it. Just in case I get one right, I can come back to it and say, yeah, I got one right on one channel.
I like that. I like that philosophy.
On different platforms and do different scores, and one comes back and say, that was a mistake. I didn't mean that one. I meant this one. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool win. I've changed it on this channel. I'm on opposition. I'm in enemy territory. I'm not going to sit on the fence in enemy territory. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I think it's going to be a great game. 2-1 Liverpool.
Let me get Marty.
I'm going for 2-1 or 3-1 Arsenal. And I'll tell you why. I can see David Raya changing this game. I really can. And I think Havertz is going to pop up and do a number. He'll get a goal. 2-1, 3-1 Arsenal. I think we will concede a goal because of the defensive issues. The defensive personnel that we might be putting out. But I can see 2-3-1, definitely.
Okay. What about you, Turkish?
1-1.
It's the game.
1-1. You're going for a draw as well.
I just thought I might just rile him up enough to say something, but he's not saying nothing today.
I know my team, brother. I know my team.
I don't think you got nothing to be nervous. You lot sounded too nervous, man. I just thought I'll come and energize you lot, man.
Go on, Robbie. What's yours?
I'm gonna go to. Well, I've said 2-1. I just feel that playing at home. I agree with Grizz that if it was away, I don't know, man. Them injuries, I think we'd be bang in trouble. But I think at home,